G'day folks. Look, I just want to show you the site of where TAG Energy trying to build a BESS battery system, 450 megawatt system that would attach to this switching station from Transgrid. They plan on putting 450 megawatts out in the paddock here adjacent to that switching station, which is just downstream from the Tumut 3 power station that you can see over there behind me. The problem being is that this is right next to Juniper Pondage. Now, this pondage is utilised to capture water and to push that water back up through those pipes, back up into Talbingo Dam. The problem being is that the location here is not suited to this type of project. It's suited by virtue of the fact that it is right next door to a Transgrid switching station, which TAG Energy do not have to build. So it's convenient in that regard. The other side of the coin is, though, if this BESS system catches on fire, or even only one cell of the system catches on fire, and the smoke emitted from that contains what's called hydrofluoric gas. Now, that hydrofluoric gas can obviously be trapped inside this low sink area adjacent to the dam, and basically condense that smoke down over the water. Now, HF gas is hydrophilic, so it means that it's attracted to water. So potentially what can happen here is that if it does pass into the water body, it converts pH in the water to hydrofluoric acid. Now, that is just an environmental disaster of gross proportion, especially here and in particular on this pondage. This pondage is the headwater of the MIA, and it flows from here down through Blowering Dam, down into the Tumut River, and then onto the Murrumbidgee at Gundagai that continues out into areas such as Wagga and Naranda and through to Griffith, and potentially this is just a disaster waiting to happen. The major problem here being is that this location at Talbingo is about an hour and 3/4 from Wagga, and also probably over 2.5 hours from Canberra, and they would be the nearest places that would have adequate hazmat support to handle a fire such as this. The problem is that with these types of fires now, the world's best practice, according to the International Fire Organisation, is to let them burn. So basically, they cannot be controlled on site with mitigated measures of detention systems, detention ponds. In actual fact, you will need something like 30 to 40 Olympic-sized swimming pools of detention just to support this site. What needs to happen is that they have to be able to provide 110% of any water runoff that would come off this site to capture it before it went into this pondage. That is not possible, and is just a cost that these companies aren't prepared to bear. So the other side of that coin is that when they do catch on fire, and I'm only talking one cell, which is about 1.5 megawatt, when that smoke departs from that cell, goes down over the water and creates an acid slug in the water, it can't be pumped anywhere. It can't be shifted, it can't be touched. It was to be pumped into the impellers that are here behind me. 3 of the 6 pipes behind me provide water back up into Talbingo Dam. So if they were to pump that acid slug back into those impellers, it would not only corrode the seals, it would decimate that power station. So for all intents and purposes, it's just a dumb idea that they put it here. It could be placed anywhere on the grid where it could be controlled out of a cold sink area, and I think they need to review the prospect of taking this project on.